Hi Leo, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Leo, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, before I start, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week, this week you have... Alright, and remember, if you're a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. So your key to the week is the Emperor. Alright, so commanding your space and coming into your personal power this week, Leo. In all of these different sectors of your life, I actually feel like you're ready to start pulling rank. In some way, shape or form, this is about you really commanding your space and your energy, and it's also about you claiming your personal sovereignty. Leos, Aquarians, Scorpios, and I think Taurians as well, actually. All of the fixed signs for a while now. Yes, they've been going through it. Obviously, we've had the eclipses bouncing back and forth throughout, Taurus and Scorpio. But I think for a lot of the fixed signs, what's happened is they've really been not subdued. Well, yeah, subdued. They've really been, shadows of their former selves. And I think there's been a lot of cocooning and chrysalis stuff going on for them to really figure out what things look like. And for that reason, I think a lot of us have let things slide in so many different ways. Well, this week, you're not having any of it. You're getting all of that back and you're standing in your own power and your sovereignty to say, you know what? Don't fuck around or you're going to find out, right? And whatever that is, that could be personally, it could be professionally, it could be in your relationship, like whatever the case is, you are committed to really showing your stripes, right? This is where, and I've forgotten who you are, lovely, and please don't take it personally. It's just, obviously there's so many comments that I go through every single day, but as one of my wonderful subbies said, you're going to plant your paws and roar this week, right? So hey, listen, get into it. For our actions and options this week, you have the Page of Pentacles. I love this with the Emperor. For a lot of you, when it comes to your work, your profession and your vocation, you're putting your foot down with something, but also you're dedicating yourself to some kind of new knowledge, information, or even some kind of new apprenticeship. For a lot of you, this does actually suggest that you are dedicating yourself to either making more money or getting really clear about what your future vision is. And I love this because it looks like you're waiting for something to be, it's like whatever you're waiting for to be solid or concrete, this week it will come good. You will get the news or the information that you've been waiting for. And it does look like for a lot of you, and usually it's not this card, but for a lot of you, it looks like you've been waiting for some kind of document, paperwork, some kind of information. It's like, yes, once I have that, I'll be able to move forward. Well, this week you will get it. Now, the Page of Pentacles, in terms of the options that show up for you this week, this is business, it's enterprise, it's also connecting with people on that material or professional level that can really help you get ahead. I love this actually for connecting with an institution of some sort, that will really kind of help you solidify what you do. For your, I'm here for it, right? For your communications and conversations, that backs it up, right? This is success in some kind of communication. So this is the green light that you've been waiting for. It's the go ahead. You've got this with the Page of Pentacles, which does suggest that some kind of business or financial move that you've made will go ahead. This could be that you recently hit your boss up for a pay rise and you're about to get it. I love this for you. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this is you celebrating a small, but it's like a small win on the external, but internally it feels like everything. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, this is some kind of public recognition I don't care what you say, right? Even if you're the silent dignity type of Leo, I love all my Leos equally, but even if you're the silent dignity type of Leo, I'm telling you, every single one of us, sun, moon, or ascendant, loves to be acknowledged for what we do for others. And this is the thing that a lot of people don't know about Leos, right? Everyone's like, oh, they love the limelight, they love themselves, they love to be center of attention, and they like to be praised and all of that. Yeah, that's called being human. I don't think it necessarily has, that much more to do with being a Leo. One thing that Leos truly, truly love and appreciate is appreciation for what they do for you or for others. That's where if you really want to make a Leo feel special or loved or acknowledged, acknowledge what they do for others, acknowledge their generosity of spirit. That's what they truly love. Okay, so if you're a cross watcher, you now know. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, this could be some kind of recognition, and it might be something that kind of echoes, like you get like an acknowledgement and then it just continues going and you're like, oh, okay. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this is some kind of acknowledgement from somebody in your field that you would consider a peer. Somebody that you kind of look at and think, wow, you know what, like you're doing it. So for you to say like, well done me, or you know what, I really love your stuff, it's like, oh, I'll never forget like the thing that I did recently with Nadia Shah was such a big moment for me. Like, I mean, it was with a tutor, Adam Ellenbass, working with him and all of the stuff that we did on YouTube was a big moment for me. Working with Kelly Rosano was a big moment for me. These are huge landmark moments, but to have somebody that you have looked up to for years, watched for years, kind of say to you, yeah, you know what, you're doing your thing, man. It's like, whoa, me, like fucking, I'm no one, like God, it's just, yeah. Oh, so really, really good. And if you're a business owner, this can be one of those moments. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, this is where your vocation, your skills, your knowledge, your wisdom, you kind of take them off the back burner this week and you start using them in really dynamic ways that make you remember or feel like, actually, I've still got a whole lot more to give. So I love this. For your love and relations, you've got the Seven of Pentacles. Now, for those of you that are single, this could be somebody coming in this week that you actually do think, you know what, this person is worth investing my time in. There's a lot of conversation. There's potentially meetups as well. There's you getting together with somebody that you feel like, yeah, you know what, this could go somewhere. You've got this with the Page of Pentacles, which tells me that there's not only a meeting of minds, but there's a lot of similar interests that you and this person have. But you're very, very different characters, okay? For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this, I actually think, for a lot of you guys is you looking at where the time spent in the relationship was actually worth it and asking yourself, okay, now that I know this, how is it that I want or feel that I need to proceed? For your money and materials, you have the Tower card. Okay, so look, no getting around it. It is what it is. You've got lots of really good stuff here. There is going to be a financial expense of some sort this week that you don't expect, I'm sorry to say. It comes through with the Tower and the Emperor. So this is likely to be a bill that you haven't paid. It will be an increase of some sort of some price increase. There's something that comes up. You're not expecting it. And when it comes, you're just going to be like, fuck, like I could have done without this. Hey, listen, right? Life is sweet and salty at the same time. It is infinite shades of grey, not just black or white. So you got some really great stuff. You got a challenge here financially. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, please, please, please look after your physical health this week, especially when it comes to, like, if you've got a headache or anything like that that seems persistent, that's a message from your body for you to slow down, he says here on the tail end of a bloody crazy infection. for those, and then when it comes to your home and environment, this is likely to be some kind of shocking information that comes in around the living situation or potentially through the family. Again, there's no getting around this. It's just you're going to have to deal with it as and when it comes up. If this is about a family member as opposed to, you know, your living situation, it's likely to be father, uncle, you know, an important male figure in your life. All right. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.